Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a brand new palette launch from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm sure you guys already know what I'm about to pick up, the Riviera palette. Ever since I saw the colors in this, I was so excited about it. I've been really feeling this type of vibe, and oh, I'm just so excited about it. This was sent to me in PR. I literally just got it. I had a whole different video planned for today. I had just finished doing my brows and my doorbell rang and I was like, went to check and here we are. So I'm going to show you guys the palette. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to show you this eye look, but after all that, and just, I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I am going to do another series of looks with this palette. So you're not just going to get this one, you will only get this one today, but I am going to do a 3 to 5 look video for you guys. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go wash this off and do one look. So I'm going to get it done for you guys. But anywho, this is what the packaging looks like. It says Riviera across the front and Anastasia Beverly Hills. This definitely gives me all the vacation vibes. But let me get on to the Anastasia Beverly Hills website and see what it says. Set sail with 14 all new paradise inspired mattes and metallics, from vibrant jewel tones to bright pops of color. Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette is an essential springtime color collection featuring classic neutrals and seasonal tones that are perfect for creating the ultimate vacation looks. And it retails for $45. Now let's look at the inside of the palette. So you're getting the usual mirror and the brush. Let me open this the rest of the way up. These tones are so beautiful. The entire bottom row are all matte shades, and then the top row are all metallics with the exception of the very first white shade, Sails. That one is a matte as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the swatches. Sails, which is described as a white matte, Yacht, duochrome mauve taupe with a violet shift, Seychelles metallic aquamarine, Palermo metallic jewel pink, Seaside duochrome silver with a subtle blue shift, Inheritance metallic true gold, Mediterranean metallic sky blue, Estate, which is a matte soft pastel peachy pink, Cabana matte muted birch mustard, Coastline matte pastel soft peach, Bahamas matte bright bold candy hot pink pressed pigment, Monte Carlo matte cool mid-tone pink. The next shade is a matte bright violet purple pressed pigment, and then the last one is Palm, which is a matte dark chocolate brown pressed pigment. Now I'm sure you guys noticed the term pressed pigments being used a lot, and on the back of the palette it does say eyeshadows and pressed pigments. Sometimes pressed pigments are just pressed pigments. They're more pigmented than regular eyeshadows, but sometimes pressed pigments can be unsafe for the eye area or not recommended for the eye area. And I would assume that some of these shades that I have not used yet, like Bahamas, possibly the one that I can't pronounce. I also don't know what Palomero, I don't know. You guys will tell me how to pronounce them in the bottom bar, I'm sure. But I would assume that those type of shades are probably going to have some staining. Again, I'm not sure, but I would assume. I'll let you guys know when I do my other looks. Now let's go ahead and get into this eye look right here. I'm starting this look with the Wayne Goss number 17 and the shade Cabana, that beautiful yellow mustardy shade. I'm starting on the outer V and then I'm working it upwards and into the crease. I'm taking the shade pretty high into the transition area and then all the way into the inner corner crease area. Now I'm taking the shade Estate on an Esom G34, picking up a light amount and dusting that around the edges of Cabana. On the lower lash line, I'm going in with Yacht, using that dry on a Royal Inlaying Nickel BOM 416, just back and forth windshield wiper motions. Now I'm using a MAC 242, taking the shade Seychelles on the outer and inner corner, packing it into place. I'm using this shade dry. Then I want to bring it into the crease. So I take it on a weighing glass number 19 and place it directly into the crease, windshield wiper motions, and then small circular motions to blend it slightly upwards. I cleaned off my MAC 242 and now I'm using it to apply Inheritance to the empty spot on the center of the lid. I start in the middle where I want it to be most pigmented and then blend around the edges. Now to highlight my brow arch, I'm going in with the shade Sails. I want the lower lash line to be a little bit more intense because of how dark the top is. So I'll go back in with Yacht Wet on a MAC 219 and just reapply it. Lastly, again with Sails on a weighing glass number 5, I'm going to highlight the inner corner. And then to finish off the look, I used Milk Boss liner to the top inner rim and then Benefit Eye Bright pencil to the lower waterline, and then just a little bit of mascara. Now keep in mind, this is a first impressions. I have not used the entire palette, obviously, and I kind of wanted to do something outside of what I have been doing because I've been doing a lot of pinks and purples and bright looks. So I wanted to do something just a little bit different today, and I really like how this turned out. Seychelles is extremely pigmented. I didn't use anything wet other than the second time I went underneath the lower lash line with Yacht right here, just because I wanted it to be more pigmented because the top was so dark. And this gold Inheritance, like these metallics that I used are killer, like absolutely killer. And Sails was extremely white. I had to kind of make sure and go back and buff out a little bit because it was so extremely pigmented. I had no issues with blending the shades that I used out. I love this mustardy. It's like a deep mustard. I love this shade. It's beautiful. It has like a slight hint of green into it. It's gorgeous. The only thing I can say so far is that I did get a little bit of fallout, but that is it. It swept away and it was fine. If that's an issue for you, I would suggest just doing your face makeup after your eyes. But I can't wait to use the rest of this palette and do a bunch of different looks. It's just right up my alley. But that is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember, if you want to see this palette side by side, to keep watching. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.